Great North Woods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, a pottery couple has been at it for 30 years. See how their creativity continues to bloom.
Plus, a world champion axe thrower has started a campaign to make a change in the dictionary. We'll have more on this.
And Rayshawn Moore is back in court appealing his murder sentence. This and more local news right now.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for tuning in. It is Tuesday, which means it's Taco Tuesday. It means I need to go to the grocery store.
Get your lettuce as a topping.
And all those things that we were talking about yesterday where I was like, I'm going to get all this stuff done. And then I realized, well, it's Monday, so do I have to get all these things done?
Not
and then
yet.
procrastination really comes.
Oh, yeah, you're good. I forgive you.
We'll get there. Yeah, I know. We'll get there. We'll have to get Emma's approval later on, but we'll throw things over to meteorologist Evan Biggs. He has the first check of our forecast.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. Happy Tuesday. So a small craft advisory has been issued and it runs through 8 o'clock on Wednesday, though, because wave heights will begin to increase later today and again tomorrow because the gusty winds that will begin to move in with our next system that will be passing through. For now, we're kind of calm out there. Clouds are moving in from the southwest, going toward the north and east. We'll keep this rolling through the daytime today with increasing clouds. You'll notice some sunshine, but the system's moving in off toward the west. So as it does approach, we'll see rain chances beginning later on tonight, lasting through tomorrow and the next few days as well. But for now, though, temperatures were very nice yesterday, making it into the middle 70s, even lower 70s further off toward the north, upper 60s further off towards the northern parts of the state as well. But again, this morning, not too bad out there. Some areas in the 30s, others in the 40s, even 50s to start things off. We might see these temperatures falling a little bit more before we start to warm things up. So for today, another nice day on the way. Just a little bit more breezy out there. 75 degrees, partly cloudy and breezy, and a south wind getting up to about 15 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 57 degrees, rain showers on the way. Winds backing off a little bit out of the south at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, scattered showers and thunderstorms are on the way, with highs falling back into the middle 60s and a south wind picking up again to about 15 miles per hour. In your early forecast for the rest of the morning period, a partly cloudy sky, temperatures in the mid 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Devin, thank you. First this morning, a man shot by Presque Isle police last night has died. Presque Isle police say 25-year-old Jacob Poitra of Presque Isle was shot after he led police on a chase through the city and rammed a cruiser several times. They say two people who were together on Saturday night told police Poitra allegedly threatened them with an assault rifle after a road rage incident. After learning police were looking for him, Poitra called the Presque Isle Police Department, but refused to cooperate or turn himself in, and allegedly issued threats against law enforcement. Police say last night, Sergeant Tyler Coate spotted Poitra driving and attempted to stop him, but the chase ensued. The chase ended at Main and Davis Streets in Presque Isle when Poitra allegedly rammed Coate's cruiser and disabled it. According to a release, Sergeant Coate shot Poitra. He was taken to a local hospital where he later died. Coate has been placed on administrative leave while the Attorney General's office investigates the incident, which is standard protocol.
A man convicted of a 2020 murder went to court to fight his conviction, arguing an appeal before the Maine Supreme Judicial Court. A.J. Douglas has the details from court.
Rayshawn Moore was sentenced to 32 years in Maine State Prison for stabbing Demetrius Snow in the parking lot of Half Acre nightclub back in 2020. Now Moore's defense attorney, Rory McManera, says they want the conviction thrown out, citing the lack of transparency with the evidence and the sentence.
There's a lot of discussion about grand jury transcripts and whether or not defendants in Maine generally, and Mr. Moore in particular, should be able to know what happened at the grand jury that indicted him before trial.
McManera says private grand jury transcripts create barriers for the defendants to catch inconsistencies during testimony, leaving them in the dark during their own trial.
A constitutional trial system and a rule-based trial system that's based off of equal access and open access to evidence, especially evidence that's created by the state.
Members of the Maine Supreme Judicial Court questioned the prosecutor from the Maine Attorney General's office about Justice William Anderson's statements during Moore's sentencing. They say they are concerned that Justice Anderson's statements at Moore's sentencing arguably could have discouraged him from taking further legal action.
I've seen it personally where defendants have said, I'm going to plead guilty, or I'm going to accept responsibility even when I may not have done it or I feel otherwise, because I don't want to face the risks of going to trial.
The Maine Supreme Judicial Court is expected to review all arguments on both sides and reach a decision in the coming months. We did ask the Attorney General's office for comment. They declined our request. In Bangor, AJ Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
The Occupational Safety and Health Administration is investigating the death of a worker in Rockland. Workers were demolishing an attached garage when the structure collapsed on a worker Saturday morning. Firefighters used inflatable rescue bags to lift the roof before pulling the man out with a rope. A life flight helicopter was summoned to transport the man to a hospital, but he did not survive.
Experts from Partnership for Safe Medicines report Maine is one of 20 states impacted by a recent trend claiming the lives of young people. That trend involves the sale of counterfeit pills. According to the CDC, fake pills are being sold on the dark web and multiple social media platforms. They say drug traffickers create social media pages openly advertising the sale of prescription medication. However, the pills are often made with powdered fentanyl. Access to fentanyl in most cases is easier and cheaper compared to the real prescribed pills from a certified pharmacy. Partnership for Safe Medicines urges parents to warn their kids about the dangers of purchasing drugs online.
There's a lot of mistakes you make when you're a teenager that can be fixed, but this is not one of them that can be fixed. And so I think a lot of people, and I talk to a lot of families who've lost kids from this scourge, and the first thing they say is, I had no idea. So the first thing you do is talk to your kids about it. Then talk to them about the risk and talk to them about how they can make safer choices.
Safdar says a fentanyl pill could cause death within 30 minutes after it's been taken and encourages keeping Narcan on hand.
The time is now 6:07. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, one of Northern Light Health's COVID testing sites has closed indefinitely. Hear from the medical company next.
But first, let's take a look at our overnight forecast. We're back in the mid-70s today. A beautiful Tuesday is in store. A little bit of cloud coverage. You'll see it'll be breezy out there, and Devin Biggs will have more in just a little bit. Late showers are moving in tonight. Temperatures only getting down to a low of 57, and scattered thunderstorms for your Wednesday with temperatures back up in the mid-60s.
Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and Elizabeth Warren, they're all attacking America's tech innovators. The left's radical liberal bill would take away the digital tools small businesses rely on, empower China to beat America in the race for new technologies, and increase the risk of cyber attacks. Why would Senate conservatives support this dangerous bill that threatens American innovation? Call Senator Susan Collins. Tell her to stand up for American jobs and America's security.
Fathers play a special role in people's lives, and this Father's Day, ABC 7 and Fox 22 want to help you show your dad how much he is appreciated with a special Father's Day giveaway. We're giving away a $50 gift certificate from Comfort Shoes and More in Newport, a $50 gift card from R&K Variety in Hamden, and a $50 gift card from Body Graphics Studio in Hamden. All you have to do is go to our Facebook page, Fox ABC Maine, and like and comment.
Hello, Eastern Maine. Watch You Bet Your Life weekdays at 10 a.m. here on ABC 7.
She claimed that I broke into her apartment.
Wait. Stop right there.
No.
I need you to stop talking.
Go ahead.
Oh, thank you for your permission. You are disrespecting me. I can only imagine what you did to her in her house.
Hot Bench. Tuesday at 3 on ABC 7.
The price of gas in Maine has officially surpassed $5. According to a survey from Gas Buddy, prices in the state have risen almost 22 cents per gallon since last week. Many people are not happy about the continued rise of prices at the pump, and they aren't shy about saying so.
This is ridiculous.
It's exceeded my expectations. I thought it would have dropped by now.
Crazy.
I hate it.
The average price of gas across the United States has increased more than 56 cents since last week and $1.81 over this time last year.
A lawsuit over the system that provides attorneys to those who can't afford them will proceed after a Superior Court justice rejected the state's motion to dismiss the case. The class action lawsuit by the American Civil Liberties Union of Maine contends there's a failure to train, supervise, and adequately fund a system to ensure the constitutional right to effect counsel. Now, Maine is the only state in the nation without a public defender's office for people who can't afford to hire a lawyer. Instead, the state relies on private attorneys to take these cases who are reimbursed by the state. However, the number of lawyers willing to take court-appointed cases has declined in recent years. The commission is seeking more funding for supervision and to nearly double defense attorney fees.
As primary care services for COVID-19 testing become more available to Northern Light Health patients, the medical company has decided to close one of its first drive-through testing sites near Bangor International Airport. According to Carolyn Fetta with Northern Light Health, the Swab and Go COVID-19 testing site closed indefinitely on Sunday. She says the decision is mainly due to the decline of people coming in to test for COVID-19.
It got down to around 20, and then even with a little blip we had back up, it was at like 35 or 40 people, many of those being our employees.
She says the best way to get tests is to get them mailed to your home by the federal government through www.covid.gov.
It's 11 minutes past the top of the hour. After the break, we know of Lumberjack, but how about Lumberjill? A new campaign aims to add the title in the Webster Dictionary. More on this coming up.
Plus, a 4-day work week sounds like a dream come true, but it's now a reality for thousands of people in the UK. We'll be right back.
The weather in Maine is tough on any vehicle. Let the qualified technicians at D&S Auto keep your vehicle running the way it should. D&S Auto, Brewer, Maine, full-service repair, routine maintenance, and everything in between.
She's unmanageable.
This morning, the most powerful father and daughter anywhere on TV ride on into GMA. Yellowstone's John and Beth Dutton, Kevin Costner and Kelly Riley. So what do they want you to know about Yellowstone?
He's laughing because he knows the script.
This morning on
Good Morning America.
When Northeast Collectibles wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. A toy, comic, and gaming store located in the Movie Rocket complex. The store has easy access to connect with other geeks or get you hard-to-find collectibles.
A crumbling fence divides neighbors.
What do you keep these old tires in the backyard for?
It was to support it.
You can't lean anything against his fence.
Okay.
The fence went over.
But the attitude next door
He doesn't want to be neighborly.
pushed him over the edge.
They said that they would pay for the maintenance of the fence, and they never did.
This fence doesn't need maintaining. It needs demolition.
Next, Judge Judy.
Tuesday at 5, only on ABC 7.
The weather in Maine is tough on any vehicle. Let the qualified technicians at D&S Auto keep your vehicle running the way it should. D&S Auto, Brewer, Maine, full-service repair, routine maintenance, and everything in between.
Ever heard of the word lumberjill? It's a term used for a female lumberjack. As Sierra Jordan reports, a world champion lumberjill is hoping to spark some change in how Jackson Jills are perceived.
You go to Merriam-Webster Dictionary and you look it up. They give you other choices like lumber kiln and lumberjack.
Alyssa Weatherby is a world champion axe thrower who started a campaign in an effort to add lumberjill right next to the word lumberjack in the Merriam-Webster Dictionary.
You know, there's a lumberjack, so the female counterpart is going to be a lumberjill.
According to Merriam-Webster, they added 455 words per month, including dadbot and oobleck. The term lumberjill originates back to the 1940s, when the Women's Timber Corps was formed as part of the Women's Land Army. Weatherby says the women worked tirelessly in the woods to keep the community in place while the men were off at war.
You know, they were building airplane propellers and ships and docks and ammo cases.
And the list goes on.
I don't think that they got the recognition that they really deserved. And then especially it's like a slap in the face to not have it in the dictionary, I think, for these ladies as well.
Weatherby made history in rolling across the Mississippi River on a log. She later started a team of lumberjills called the Axewomen Loggers of Maine.
We get to travel around and show people our sport and introduce these ladies to people that, might not know what they are.
From throwing axes to sawing and chopping wood to log rolling, 27 women on the team hope to change the way the world perceives the difference between Jacks and Jills.
I'm proud to kind of be pushing forward with this and just trying to get these ladies recognition.
So far, Weatherby says they contacted Merriam-Webster but are still waiting to hear back. She says if people either share blogs or tweets including the word lumberjill, it is more likely that Merriam-Webster will acknowledge the term and add it to the dictionary.
To write about it, blog about it, post about it.
In Ellsworth, I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
The time is now 6:16.
Let's get a full look at our forecast. Meteorologist Devin Biggs is in with the latest.
Devin, good morning and happy Tuesday.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. So again, a small craft advisory is up until about 8 p.m. Wednesday. Wave heights will be increasing today and again tomorrow, courtesy of gusty winds that will be moving in ahead of our next system. For now, though, we're watching clouds moving in from the southwest, going toward the north and east, so nothing too ridiculous going on just yet, though. But as we do move forward, though, that next system will begin to move in as high pressure moves away. Now give us our next chances for rain showers, even rumbles of thunder that will be on the way later on this week. So a very active week starting up as we head towards tonight and tomorrow and even through the rest of the end of the week as well. But for now, wave heights are quiet at this point, only around 2 feet according to some of the buoys out there, a little bit higher further to the south. And we'll have our return with higher wave height issues coming up soon. And with that in mind, the gusty winds will be increasing. Some of those winds getting up to about 20 miles per hour in a few spots today, maybe backing off a little bit tonight, but not by much. Then by tomorrow, gusts up to 30, maybe getting close to 40 miles per hour. Not out of the question through at least the morning period on Wednesday. But for now, the water temperatures are still cool out there. So if you're thinking about going to the ocean, just be a little bit careful out there. 50-degree water temperatures definitely still a little bit cool for this time of the year. If you definitely want to talk about warmer water temperatures, you have to head to the southern U.S. So where water temperatures even in some areas in the upper 70s to even lower 80s. Back here at home, our average high is 72 degrees. We'll be in the middle 70s today, so running a few degrees above average. We'll be back in the middle 60s Wednesday and Thursday. The 70s are back Friday all the way through Monday, although a gradual cool-off starting Friday through Monday from the middle 70s to the lower 70s. But futurecast moving forward under a partly cloudy sky, so you'll notice some sunshine and clouds mixed in from time to time. More clouds arriving later on tonight as the rain starts to approach from the southwest to the north and east, along with some of those gusty winds, so some heavy downpours. Not out of the question either as the rain begins to move in through parts of the day on Wednesday. Maybe a little bit of a break, but we'll be watching for more showers and storms as we head through Thursday into Friday as well. We're going to run this all the way through Wednesday evening first, maybe up to a quarter of an inch possible in a few areas, maybe close to a half an inch in a few spots before we're all finished up. But even more rain on the way, at least through Friday. So at least between now and Friday, up to an inch, maybe an inch and a half of rain on the way. This will be some good news, though, because we're still seeing some abnormally dry and even drought conditions across parts of the state. So any rainfall will definitely help things out. For today, 75 degrees, partly cloudy and breezy out there, and that south wind getting up to about 15 miles per hour. Tonight, 57 degrees, rain showers will be on the way. That south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, 65 degrees, scattered showers and thunderstorms, and that south wind getting up to about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Alrighty, your extended forecast. Storm chances starting Wednesday, lasting all the way through Friday. Temperatures Wednesday and Thursday in the mid-60s, mid-70s on Friday, and rain showers on Saturday, highs in the mid-70s.
Wow, with fuel prices quickly rising and no end in sight, isn't it time to give Black's Heat Pumps a call? Did you know heat pumps could save you up to 50% on your heating bill? Our experts can handle all your commercial and residential work and provide you with quality installation, repair, and maintenance. Give us a call today for a free estimate. Our number one priority is to save you money and keep you comfortable all year long. Get the service you deserve. Find us at blacksheatpumps.com and on Facebook.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare with a zero or low plan premium. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. WellCare provides access to essential benefits that go beyond original Medicare, such as dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery. Plus, extra benefits like free over-the-counter healthcare items, free transportation, free gym membership, and home-delivered meals. Get more access to care with WellCare's telehealth services, including online doctor visits and a 24-hour nurse advice line. WellCare is contracted with Medicare to provide plans that may be perfect for you. Call 1-844-471-0022 now. That's 1-844-471-0022.
Come on, what can I do to help you, hon?
Yes! Yes!
Get out!
Andy!
Get out of my room! Get out!
I'm not lying. I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did. What did you say?
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
After another violent weekend of mass shootings across the country, we're hearing now a first-hand account of the elementary school shooting rampage in Uvalde, Texas, from a teacher who survived the massacre. This is all adding to the urgency in Washington for a group of bipartisan lawmakers to reach a deal on gun control. ABC's M. Nguyen has the latest from Washington.
Crowds fleeing gunfire in Philadelphia after a mass shooting leaves 3 dead. In Chattanooga, 14 shot and 3 killed after authorities say gunmen opened fire at a nightclub. The deadly gun violence coming on the heels of the worst elementary school shooting in the past decade, where 19 children and 2 teachers were killed in Uvalde, Texas. One wounded teacher who lived through that horror talking exclusively with ABC's Amy Robach.
The kids started asking out loud, Mr. Reyes, what is going on?
They were watching a movie when shooting started in the classroom connected to their room.
And I said, I don't know what's going on, but let's go ahead and get under the table. Get under the table and act like you're asleep. I turned around and saw him standing there.
The gunman shot Reyes twice and proceeded to kill every child in his classroom that day. In Washington, growing momentum to reach a deal on gun reform. A bipartisan group of senators is under pressure to reach a compromise by the end of the week.
This country cannot look away as our schools and our neighborhoods become killing fields.
Sources tell ABC News negotiators are considering a proposal to change the criminal background check system to access juvenile records, which are often sealed. The other top proposals: strengthening background checks, incentives for states to enact red flag laws, and funding for school security and mental health.
In order to deliver results, we have to build consensus, and the best way to do that is through targeted reforms.
The state of New York not waiting for Congress. Governor Kathy Hochul signing a bill into law requiring a license for semi-automatic rifles and raising the minimum age to buy or have one to 21. She says there's still more to do.
We turn now to the growing debate over a 4-day work week. A new experiment, the first of its kind, is now underway. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has the details.
This morning, a 4-day work week sounds like a dream come true, but it's now a reality for thousands of people in the UK.
It's good, obviously, for sort of employees who get more time back to spend with their sort of families on professional development.
A 6-month trial period, organized in part by a nonprofit, has kicked off for British employees at 70 companies with no loss of pay.
Because when you're better rested, you're a better worker, you're more efficient in your job, you're more effective, you're more motivated.
They'll be paid 100% of their salaries for 80% of their previous work schedule, but they've committed to maintaining the same productivity, meaning doing the same work in less time.
It turns out that in virtually every industry, it's possible to do 5 days worth of work in 4, sort of without stressing people out.
Advocates say it could bridge the gap between remote work advocates and companies pushing to bring employees back to the office full time.
I'm optimistic that even as we return, or we can return to something like normal, that we will be able to continue to experiment and kind of build on the best parts of the experience of the pandemic.
Some countries have already adopted a 4-day work week. Companies in Japan and Iceland are seeing success, but it's been slow to catch on in the U.S.
Some opponents say that it could destabilize the economy, putting undue pressure on businesses, especially those that have slim margins. What would you say to those people?
There's no company I know of, and I've studied hundreds at this stage, who have moved to a 4-day week and lost money.
Industries participating in this trial run in the UK range from banking to retail services to education. We'll see when this trial ends in December whether they're ready to cut back to 4 days a week for good.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, Maine real estate agencies are coming together to help families in need of diapers.
Plus, for more than 30 years, a couple has been creating mugs, bowls, and other pieces of pottery from scratch in unity. We'll have these stories and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
At Bouchard Cleaning, rebuilding and restoring means more than just another job. To us, it's about bringing back cherished memories, restoring unforgettable moments in time, and giving hope when all was thought to be lost. For over 35 years, our mission has remained the same. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
Aren't you glad for innovation? Things that used to be big and bulky, well now they fit in your pocket. Even your hose, the Silver Bullet. It's making other hoses obsolete. Just turn on the water and the Silver Bullet inflates from pocket size to super size. It's the hands-free hose that grows and grows. Turn off the water and it shrinks back to a super light pocket hose. It's putting itself away. The other hose, it just sits there. Come on, go. Get your 25-foot pocket hose Silver Bullet today. Still just $19.99. You also get our adjustable bullet nozzle, a $20 value, absolutely free. Order now and you can double it to 2. Just pay a separate fee. This offer is not available on Amazon. Get the original pocket hose Silver Bullet today.
Call 1-800-709-9081. That's 1-800-709-9081 or visit silverbullet.hose.com. So call 1-800-709-9081 now.
Playtime mode in the big ring. Go. Playtime mode is the big ring. Go.
It's NBA Finals time.
They let us get up on no points, it's a wrap. Gonna shine every time it's an open look. Over with. Shake them up, cross them up, post, move. Defense, lock them up. Perfect release from the top of the key. 3 step back, pull up, switch cheese. Slam. Ooh. Got the crowd out they seats. Up. 1 step closer to the big ring. Playtime mode in the big ring. Go. Playtime mode is the big ring. Go.
The NBA Finals presented by YouTube TV. Game 3 Wednesday on ABC.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
It's Taco Tuesday, June 7th of 2022. There's just 14 days until summer will officially arrive, and the forecast is coming up in just a moment.
Singer Tom Jones is 82 today, actor Liam Neeson is 70, and Mr. and Mrs. Ron Howard are celebrating their 47th wedding anniversary today.
And today is June Bug Day, but no one knows why. June bugs, they're coming out right now. June bugs. I mean, they're named after the month. So I feel like when we were talking about summer and bugs, That's like the two things that don't go hand in hand when you're in the winter and you're like, all I want is warm temperatures and you want to enjoy the summer, but then we all forget about the bugs and mosquitoes that come out.
I never made that connection that they're called June bugs because they come out in the
June
summer.
bugs come out in June,
Yeah. So here's a look at some of the upbeat stories making headlines today.
Captain Bob Reiser flew a B-17 called Heaven Can Wait during World War II, which is fitting because Reiser just celebrated his 100th birthday. He survived 28 missions over Germany. Reiser says if he knew he was going to live this long, he would have taken better care of himself. The newest exhibit, now open at New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art, is the first ever hosted by a Japanese gallery in conjunction with the Costume Institute. It features more than 60 kimonos, along with Western dresses and other objects as part of Kimono Style, the John C. Weber collection. It traces kimono fashion from the beginning to modern-day Japan. It took 10 hours, but NASA returned its new Artemis 1 moon rocket to the Kennedy Space Center launch pad for a dress rehearsal. Next up, fueling the rocket and a countdown simulation. The rocket's being prepared for an unmanned test flight later this year. It's part of NASA's plan to send astronauts back to the moon. And a rare albino giant Galapagos tortoise has made its public debut at a Swiss zoo. The hatchling was born last month along with a sibling which has the same color as its parents. Each one weighs less than a pound. 1 in 100,000 tortoises are albino. And those are some of the other stories making headlines on ABC 7.
1 in 100,000.
That is crazy.
That is one special turtle.
Yep, very cute. Welcome back. Let's turn it over to meteorologist Devin Biggs. Good morning, Devin.
Hey, Joe and Emma. Thank you very much. Happy Tuesday. So a small craft advisory has been issued, and it runs through 8 o'clock on Wednesday, though, because wave heights will begin to increase later today and again tomorrow because the gusty winds that will begin to move in with our next system that will be passing through. For now, we're kind of calm out there. Clouds are moving in from the southwest, going toward the north and east. We'll keep this rolling through the daytime today with increasing clouds. You'll notice some sunshine, but the system's moving it off toward the west. So as it does approach, we'll see rain chances beginning later on tonight, lasting through tomorrow and the next few days as well. But for now, though, temperatures were very nice yesterday, making it into the middle 70s, even lower 70s further off toward the north, upper 60s further off towards the northern parts of the state as well. But again, this morning, not too bad out there. Some areas in the 30s, others in the 40s, even 50s to start things off. We might see these temperatures falling a little bit more before we start to warm things up. So for today, another nice day on the way. Just a little bit more breezy out there. 75 degrees, partly cloudy and breezy, and a south wind getting up to about 15 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 57 degrees, rain showers on the way. Winds backing off a little bit out of the south at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, scattered showers and thunderstorms are on the way, with highs falling back into the middle 60s and a south wind picking up again to about 15 miles per hour. In your early forecast for the rest of the morning period, a partly cloudy sky, temperatures in the mid-70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
And $250,000 is going to help low-income Mainers struggling with food insecurity. USDA and state officials met at the Good Shepherd Food Bank in Auburn to make the announcement. The money will help out the emergency food assistance programs expand to remote and tribal areas in the state.
One of the grants will increase the capacity of 2 food pantries in eastern Maine. The other grant is going through Wabanaki Public Health and Wellness. Officials say it's more important than ever to increase access to healthy, nourishing foods.
These grants are a step in the right direction towards better serving people in remote, rural, tribal, and low-income areas with TFAP, providing critical nutrition to those who need it.
Maine is one of the 4 grantees in the Northeast to get this funding. Maine real estate agencies are coming together to help families in need of diapers. According to diaperbank.org, 1 in 3 families are struggling to provide diapers for their young children. And the Maine Association of Realtors is hosting a diaper drive, which started yesterday and runs through Wednesday, June 8th.
Over 50 real estate firms across the state have opened up their doors to collect donations, including children and adult diapers.
Realtors always give back to the communities that they serve, and we are more than houses, and we do as much as possible to give back to our communities. And so we thought this would be a great way to do that and support people who are in need.
And for more information on the donation drop-off sites, you can visit their website at mainrealtors.com. We also have that link on our website, foxbangor.com. Wendy and Robert Esposito of Unity are passionate about pottery. For more than 30 years, the couple has created mugs and bowls as well as other pieces of pottery from scratch at Unity Pond Pottery.
As Jody Hersey tells us, the duo may be getting older, but their creativity just continues to bloom with each passing year.
Everything starts with just a lump of clay.
Robert Esposito has pottery making down to a science. He's been doing it for decades.
They have a sponge. Going to make a very small piece, our smallest item, the world famous toothpick jar.
Espo and his wife Wendy own and operate Unity Pond Pottery on the Bangor Road in Unity. The duo love working with their hands to make beautiful and usable pieces of art.
We do a lot of variety of pottery here at the studio. It's all low high-fired stoneware, very functional, microwave, dishwasher safe.
Now in their 70s, the Espositos are showing no signs of slowing down production of their handmade vases, mugs, bowls, and chip and dip platters.
I love the beauty of it when it's complete. It's just the feel of the clay and taking something that's just a piece of the earth and creating it into something that's functional, and it's something my husband and I have always done together. It works very well for us.
The Espositos also love to give pottery tours of their studio so the public can see just how each and every piece is uniquely made from start to finish. In Unity, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Still to come here this morning, the Boston Bruins have made a big change in the front office. Tyler Cruz will join us with the latest on the Bruins head coach.
And I have no idea why I was just smiling. This is awful news. Let's take a look at our forecast. Tough news for the Bruins there. We got a high of 75 today, partially cloudy skies, a little bit of sunshine. Tonight, the late showers will be moving in. Temps are dropping below 60 degrees. And tomorrow, some scattered thunderstorms will be around the area. Temps are going to be back up in the mid-60s.
Hey Bangor residents, the City of Bangor is offering up to $2,000 in grants for income-eligible single-family homeowners if you install a new Fujitsu heat pump in your home. And Valley Home Services is an authorized Fujitsu installer. Up to $2,000. Combine that grant with rebates from Efficiency Maine, and you could have a new Fujitsu heat pump installed by Valley Home Services at little to no cost. Don't miss this incredible offer, Bangor. Call Valley Home Services today to see if you qualify.
Feel the difference of alpaca apparel from the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store in Belfast. Stop by their ranch location to interact with these amazing animals and enjoy the beautiful Maine outdoors with your very own alpaca walk. Shop in-store or online today and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. With their incredible selection of socks, sweaters, hats, and more, experience the unique qualities that alpaca fiber brings with the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
Put a little more cash in your bag. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome back in. Thank you for staying with us. We will start with the news out of Boston on Monday night. Big shakeup for the Bruins. I'm sure many of you have heard by now. But GM Don Sweeney has announced that the Bruins will be relieving Bruce Cassidy of his duties as head coach. He's been the coach of the team since February of 2017. Cassidy posted a record of 245, 108, and 46 since taking over for Claude Julien. The Bruins made the playoffs in every single one of Cassidy's 6 seasons at the helm, appearing in 1 Stanley Cup Finals. And Sweeney says that after 14 years of working with Bruce, it was an extremely difficult decision to make, but after taking some time, he felt the direction of the team would benefit from a new voice. All right, moving on now. Former Black Bear Justin Courtney spent all of last season in the Los Angeles Angels farm system, but it wasn't until he returned east that his acting career took hold. Dave Peck has the story.
It seems counterintuitive, but since leaving LA for New York, you could say Maine baseball alum Justin Courtney has been living more like a movie star.
My teammates were all over it. They were like, how did you get this? You're in a movie? You're an actor? Like, what?
Courtney's path from the Angels to the Mets jumped off the resume when production crews came searching for the next Nolan Ryan.
That was me. It was young Nolan, like his Angels and Mets days. And they're like, yeah, we're looking for, 6'4", right-hander.
6'4", right-hander, Angels and Mets. It was the perfect match. And with the okay from his club, the Bangor grad went from minor league pitcher to actor, playing the legendary arm in the new Facing Nolan documentary.
They said, hey, October 1st, we're going to shoot this movie in Round Rock, Texas at the Texas Rangers AAA affiliate.
So off Courtney went. And for the next week, the Brooklyn Cyclone got into character, shooting takes all throughout the night.
It was some of the coolest times, like just throwing pitches at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, like the detail that they had for the script and the shots that they needed.
But Courtney was more than just a pretty face out there. He had to perform in some high-pressure scenarios, especially when recreating one of Ryan's 7 no-hitters.
There was a $40,000 camera on the catch, right behind the catcher's shoulder. The ball had to be in this exact spot, and the hitter had to swing over it and make it look realistic that he was swinging and missing at it. We had to take that 30 times.
30th try or the first, Courtney delivered. And while pitching remains the day job, moonlighting on the big screen is never out of the question.
To be able to, put something out there that is actually like the real thing, where the ball's coming out hard and it looks like a professional pitcher would do it, instead of you have like an actor kind of like chicken wing the ball to the plate, like it was cool to be able to do that, and if any opportunity came up, I would try to make it work.
Reporting from Bangor, Dave Peck, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Dave. A cool story there. I need to check that movie out. I'm a big fan of baseball movies, Major League, Sandlot, Benchwarmers, all those. All right, staying on the diamond and moving into high school sports now. Playoffs are here for our local teams with some preliminary games starting on Monday, and that is where we will head. Down in Ellsworth, softball hosting Caribou. Winner moves on to the quarterfinals. Second inning now. Eagles up 1-0. Alex Bivens with the bases loaded. Kind of a swinging bunt here. Gets past the pitcher for an infield hit. Alicia Havey scores 2-0 now. To the third now. Havey at the plate with a runner on third. She ropes this ball into left. That single brings home the run. Makes it 3-0 Eagles. That would be how the game went. Third inning still. Tyler Hellam at the dish. She smokes this ball into left. And she's going to round second and then put on the brakes for the double. And that RBI double makes it a 10-0 ball game. Fourth inning now, Aaliyah Manning getting in on the fun, and she rips a single through the hole. That one is going to bring in another run, and the Eagles go on to win it in 5 innings. Final score, 15-0. All right, moving on now and down to the Celtics. A rough one last night for the C's, dropping Game 2 of the finals to Golden State in a game that was never really close after halftime. Boston had 11 first-half turnovers, but their offense kept them within 2 at the break, and then the Warriors just took over. They outscored Boston by over 20 points in the third quarter alone, and then coasted the rest of the way. I think it was like 10 minutes left in the game when Ime put the reserves in. Just not a good showing from the C's. And if you ask Udoka, when you're playing a team as good as Golden State, you cannot give them anything.
And gave away a lot of opportunities, and instead of tightening up in that area, we did more of the same. And those turnovers and poor offense contributed to their runs. And so, team that scores as well as they do, we don't need to help them out in that category.
All right, that's sports. We'll be right back after the break.
When Ansley Moore of Better Homes and Gardens wants to know the local forecast, she logs on to foxbangor.com. Ansley has been a realtor since 2013. She works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area.
Caswell's Grocery Liquidation, where you shop first. Shop local. Great savings and selection. It's worth the trip. You won't be disappointed.
Your dollar goes a long, 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 long way at Caswell's.
Winter Harbor Lobster Co-op is a small group of independent Maine fishermen who want to make sure you get the freshest lobsters we can provide. To do that, we sell direct to the public to avoid long storage times and inflated prices. For the best quality, texture, and taste, our live lobsters have to have ideal conditions from the time we catch them to when they arrive at your table. Please browse our website for fantastic deals on real, fresh Maine lobster and other seafood. Winter Harbor Lobster Co-op, from our boats to your door.
I grew up in Eastport. My dad actually worked for Bangor Hydro, so that was always my goal. I've been here for 36 years. We're all that same company, from Washington County to Bangor, Lincoln, Presque Isle. We're all the same people. We're all from here. This area is like one big community. When we help people, that's our biggest reward, getting the power back on. We've done that for years, and we'll continue to do that.
You're watching Good Morning Maine with Kayla Heavey and Joe Cortez. The NASDAQ gained 0.4%.
With Tuesday's business news,
here's Leo Jonathan.
The NASDAQ gained 0.4%, the S&P closed 0.3% higher, and the Dow finished up a fraction Monday as a recession looms. Inflation continues to climb at historic levels. Things are getting interesting as shareholders of Spirit Airlines get ready to vote Friday on whether to merge with Frontier Airlines. JetBlue has now sweetened its offer to take over Spirit. President Biden is refusing to restart oil production, but now he's invoking the Defense Production Act and executive orders to help solar power companies, and Apple is unveiling iOS 16 at its Worldwide Developer Conference. An update is coming to iPhone lock screens where users will be able to see more information and add widgets. I'm Leo Jonathan with Tuesday's Business on ABC 7.
29 years after it all began on the big screen, Jurassic World Dominion is being billed as the conclusion of the Jurassic era.
George Pinocchio takes us to last night's world premiere in Hollywood.
What is that?
Biggest carnivore the world has ever seen.
Jurassic World Dominion features stars from the original Jurassic Park along with cast members from the current movies. They are part of a new dinosaur-filled action adventure with a storyline that brings them all together.
I just wonder what your heart says about finishing this franchise.
I mean, now I say never say never, because the first time I thought that was the last time I would ever play Dr. Ellie Sattler, and we had a premiere that you were at in 1993, and here we are.
This premiere brought out original Jurassic Park star Ariana Richards.
Jurassic is something that it's really become a part of our culture in a lot of ways, and I just feel so grateful that I got to be there right at the beginning.
I also spoke with two actors who joined in on this fun for the first time.
I feel really thankful that the fans are as lovely and welcoming and warm and just want you to succeed. You know, it took nothing. They haven't seen the movie yet.
And you're always so nice, except on film.
Yes, this is how you shine. You play who you're not, or at least who's inside.
This is a movie about dinosaurs, but the woman who co-wrote it showed up looking, shall we say, marvelous.
It's not often that I come to a premiere and see the writer of a movie dressed as a superhero.
Heck yes! Yeah, I love superheroes. I think life is short. I think wearing something wild that gives somebody else something to talk about is a gift to the crowd. I just couldn't be happier with my choices right now.
Jurassic World Dominion will be in theaters officially on June 10th.
And your next iPhone software update might include some changes you've been hoping for.
Apple showed off some of its new features and gadgets during a showcase on Monday.
Fox's Anna Leopoulos takes a look.
Apple on Monday showcasing some big changes on the horizon for its newest operating system, iOS 16. New customization options are coming to the iPhone's lock screen. Users can now add more widgets that provide information at a glance, like weather forecasts and upcoming calendar events.
So I'll add the temperature, my activity rings, and let's drag in the calendar widget.
One feature that will likely be a highly anticipated change for nearly all iPhone users, the ability to edit or unsend a text after it's already been sent.
Have you ever wished you'd never sent that message at all? Well, good news. Now you have undo send, so you can immediately recall a recent misfire.
This is something that
especially is widely used by this new Gen Z audience. And now that they're building in more capabilities into iMessage to keep you in there and keep you glued, I think that's great for the whole ecosystem.
A buy now, pay later feature is also coming to Apple Pay. Now people who pay with the app will have the option to split purchases into 4 equal payments.
Spread over 6 weeks with 0 interest and no fees of any kind.
Outside of the iPhone, Apple also showing off its next generation of MacBooks, powered by the company's latest chip, the M2, which Apple says will provide faster processing while using less power. Something that was absent from Monday's announcement, any mention of Apple's work on a VR headset. Gamers had hoped for news on that gadget, which is rumored to have been in the works for years. Anna Eliopoulos, Fox News.
Now here's meteorologist Evan Biggs with our full weather forecast. Good morning, Devin.
Hey, Joe and Emma. Thank you very much. So again, a small craft advisory is up until about 8 p.m. Wednesday. Wave heights will be increasing today and again tomorrow, courtesy of gusty winds that will be moving in ahead of our next system. For now, though, we're watching clouds moving in from the southwest, going toward the north and east, so nothing too ridiculous going on just yet, though. But as we do move forward, though, that next system will begin to move in as high pressure moves away. Now give us our next chances for rain showers, even rumbles of thunder that will be on the way later on this week. So a very active week starting up as we head towards tonight and tomorrow and even through the rest of the end of the week as well. But for now, wave heights are quiet at this point, only around 2 feet according to some of the buoys out there, a little bit higher further to the south. And we'll have our return with higher wave height issues coming up soon. And with that in mind, the gusty winds will be increasing. Some of those winds getting up to about 20 miles per hour in a few spots today, maybe backing off a little bit tonight, but not by much. Then by tomorrow, gusts up to 30, maybe getting close to 40 miles per hour. Not out of the question through at least the morning period on Wednesday. But for now, the water temperatures are still cool out there. So if you're thinking about going to the ocean, just be a little bit careful out there. 50-degree water temperatures definitely still a little bit cool for this time of the year. If you definitely want to talk about warmer water temperatures, you have to head to the southern U.S. So where water temperatures even in some areas in the upper 70s to even lower 80s. Back here at home, our average high is 72 degrees. We'll be in the middle 70s today, so running a few degrees above average. We'll be back in the middle 60s Wednesday and Thursday. The 70s are back Friday all the way through Monday, although a gradual cool-off starting Friday through Monday from the middle 70s to the lower 70s. But futurecast moving forward under a partly cloudy sky, so you'll notice some sunshine and clouds mixed in from time to time. More clouds arriving later on tonight as the rain starts to approach from the southwest to the north and east, along with some of those gusty winds, so some heavy downpours. Not out of the question either as the rain begins to move in through parts of the day on Wednesday. Maybe a little bit of a break, but we'll be watching for more showers and storms as we head through Thursday into Friday as well. We're going to run this all the way through Wednesday evening first, maybe up to a 1/4 of an inch possible in a few areas, maybe close to a 1/2 inch in a few spots before we're all finished up. But even more rain on the way, at least through Friday. So at least between now and Friday, up to an inch, maybe 1.5 inches of rain on the way. This will be some good news, though, because we're still seeing some abnormally dry and even drought conditions across parts of the state. So any rainfall will definitely help things out. For today, 75 degrees, partly cloudy and breezy out there, and a south wind getting up to about 15 miles per hour. Tonight, 57 degrees, rain showers will be on the way, and a south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, 65 degrees, scattered showers and thunderstorms, and a south wind getting up to about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Alrighty, your extended forecast. Storm chances starting Wednesday, lasting all the way through Friday. Temperatures Wednesday and Thursday in the mid-60s, mid-70s on Friday, and rain showers on Saturday, highs in the mid-70s.
Looking to haul a new piece of equipment? Homeowners or commercial, Coops Truck and Equipment has the right trailer for you. Coops is the largest dealer of truck flatbeds and hauler bodies in this state and can replace any old rusty bed or outfit, any new truck. Our full-service facility can modify all truck and trailers with steel and aluminum fabricators on duty. We are your go-to place for CM truck bodies, H&H trailers, and load trail trailers. For trailers, truck bodies, truck outfitting, and more, it's Coops.
It is said that the eyes are the windows into the soul, which begs the question, can a window have a soul? At Renewal by Andersen, we think so. When it's a window forged from Fibrix and over 100 years of refined craftsmanship, the essence of who we are transforms into a superior, stunningly beautiful window. So yes, a window can have a soul. For a limited time, take advantage of this great offer. Find out why we are the better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Selling your home is a big job. You need a team to help pull it off.
Real estate is no joke, and these cats ain't laughing.
You know, I think we can get you more for your home.
We just posted your house online and we're already getting great response.
Buy or sell confidently with Mark and Nancy.
Actually, it's Nancy and Mark.
Right, Nancy and Mark Rowe. Experience, personality, results. I'm sold.
Ready for this catch-22? The mental health struggles you want to work on are the same reasons you're putting off therapy. You're stuck. Sondermind makes it easy to team up with the right therapist and turn stuckness into strength.
911, where's your emergency? There's a man here. Please help.
My mom Googled how to kill someone and get away with it.
The case of Slade while sleeping.
My son went to the cops and told them I did it.
Will have you asking, who do you believe? New tonight, 10/9 Central on ABC.
As the weather gets warmer, many of us are looking to lighten up dinner. Sure, we can serve a main dish salad or go with something that supports Meatless Mondays. Both are good options. But what do you say we make a meaty, overstuffed portobello mushroom that's so tasty, there's a pretty good chance you'll end up serving it year-round. We start by brushing both sides of some portobello mushrooms with a homemade garlic butter before popping them in the oven. And if you're not familiar with portobello mushrooms, they're the really big mushrooms we find at our market, and when they're cooked, they almost taste like a steak. Once tender, we top them with slices of tomato and fresh mozzarella, and back into the oven they go, just long enough for the cheese to melt. When they come out, we drizzle them with a balsamic glaze, grind on some fresh pepper, and finish them off with a bit of fresh basil. What makes these so good is the combo of the meaty steak-like mushrooms, the way the tomatoes and the cheese complement each other, and the sweet and tangy punch we get from the balsamic glaze. To get the recipe, all you have to do is head over to our website and type in Caprese Stuffed Portobellos. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a summertime favorite way. What are you doing there? For you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Kelly. A semi-truck carrying over 7,000 pounds of frozen pies rolled over in Illinois. It happened on Interstate 80 southwest of Chicago Monday morning.
State police say the truck's headlights reportedly malfunctioned, which led to the truck entering the center median and rolling over on the driver's side. Now, there were no reports of injuries, but local media is reporting the pies were a total loss, which that's a huge problem. Good thing it wasn't around like Thanksgiving. Could you imagine this would be like a crisis if this happened around Thanksgiving?
Absolutely. Pie shortage. Yeah. And a pup who swam from New York to New Jersey is set to be released from a Brooklyn animal hospital. The 7-month-old German Shepherd named Bailey escaped a yard in Red Hook, Brooklyn at the end of April and set off for a 9-day, 6-mile journey that took him through Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, the Holland Tunnel, and the Gowanus Bay.
Now, he was spotted in New Jersey at a parking lot at the beginning of May and was seen at the top of the ledge of the garage where he was rescued by authorities. Bailey was taken to a veterinarian emergency clinic and referral group in Brooklyn and treated for a slew of injuries sustained during his incredible adventure. He is now said to be 100% healed and on his way home. That is pretty impressive. I gotta tell you, that's a long way, long journey. Dogs have some of those amazing journeys. It's always like when they say you want to put a GoPro on a dog, and just see where they go and see what they do.
See if they run away.
Yeah, because they live their own world. That's for sure.
Yeah, he found his way back home.
It's been a pretty good day though. It's been a pretty good day, pretty good show. We've been cruising through this one. We got 2 more hours to go. It's going to be a fantastic Tuesday. The weather's going to be phenomenal. Back up in the 70s. Me and you are looking to get out of here pretty soon.
Yeah, we're excited. We want to see some sun. Good Morning America is next on ABC 7.
And stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. Next up on Fox 22. Have a great day.
Did you know you don't have to be 65 years old to qualify for Medicare and Medicaid?
Many people who are already on Medicaid also qualify for a WellCare Medicare Advantage plan, which means you can start taking advantage of all these benefits right now. A $0 or low monthly plan premium, preventive and comprehensive dental coverage, hearing coverage, vision coverage, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery, plus extra benefits like free over-the-counter healthcare items, free transportation, free gym membership, home-delivered meals, and WellCare's telehealth services, which include online doctor visits and a 24-hour nurse advice line. If you know you're eligible or think you might be, call 1-844-918-0047. We'll send you our free Medicare all-in-one guide or visit enrollwellcare.com to enroll now. WellCare, it's Medicare done well.
I slipped twice.